Alright, and we're back. Just finished getting sent on a wild goose chase by the succubus. Apparently, there's some kind of tower out here that I gotta go find. Alright, so I gotta go to the Ivory Sanctum and to Grimwood. We gotta travel around this. Traveling merchants. It's Skeleton Man. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Why, it's you. Good to see you. I do love repeat customers. It's a shame they don't live long in these parts. Have a look and don't be stingy. Take your pick, no penny pinching. And when you're all out of money, get some more, then come find me again. I'm always around here somewhere, or maybe over there. Or if you're really unlucky, I'll be way over there. What do you sell now? It depends. Right now I'm selling personal protection equipment. Every knight knows how important it is to avoid losing face or some other body part. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there is a whole arsenal for a hunter. And last but not least, a multitude of magicianal, mystical spell thingies. Keep selling what you are. Alright, now, show me what you got. Here, take a look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. A shield of holy thorn. Let's see, where this spiked heavy shield. Uses it for a shield bash. It behaves like a holy weapon, dealing extra 2d6 damage points of holy damage to an opponent. I can afford this. Alright. Lone Wolf Scale Mail. Let's see. Where immunity to flanking, +3 insight bonus to AC against flying and incorporeal creatures. Alright, so bulk. Let's see. Sell the +1 hand axes. I'll think about the rest of this. Maybe. Head cracker. New target. Yeah, you can stun. Yeah, I'll think about it. What else we got? Acid and fire resistance. Just +2 half plate. I think this is it. Yeah. So the copies of the books I have. Alright. That's it. Alright. Now to wear the Holy Shield. Right. From date oldest to newest. There. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, I should sell this. Amulet of Circling. Yeah, Amulet of Circling Blood. And the +4 quarterstaff. Crippling Kiss. It's a cool S-stock weapon, but I don't think I'll ever use it. I mean, the only one I know who uses daggers is Woljif, and he's gone. Quick Death. Deals 5 extra damage on a new target. I'll think about it. Vicious Hand Axe. Blaze of Disaster. Wilder can cast Fireball 3 times a day. I'll hold on to that. That can be useful. Flail of False Hope. Only Chaotic Evil. Troll. Yeah, this is 1d. Yeah, only on a crit does it heal. So we'll get rid of that. Saying goodbye to a lot of powerful items. Oh, they're powerful in Fury. So this Evil Outsider Bane Spear. Wait. Yeah. Let me see, what else? Probably never gonna use that either. Get rid of the Crippling Kiss. Let's stop half-assing. I'm never gonna use that. The only one who might use it is this guy. It's got a Dwarven War Axe and Crushing Cold. That's 3. Yeah, there's not much chance I'll actually use this Vicious Hand Axe either. So let's get rid of that. Quick Death is cute, but not gonna use that either. Soul Shear, maybe. Let's hold on to that. Herald of Pain is a dueling sword. There's not really much of a chance someone's going to use that. So that. Heavy Mace. Light Mace. It's cute. We're gonna really use that. Sell that. Here's the Voice of Hollow. Let's see. Oh, this is only on a crit, so Voice of Hollow's not really all that good in practice. Bastard Sword of Hope. I'll hold on to that just for a meme. Alright. Deal. And then armors. I'm never gonna use that. Now that I have a better shield, I'm not gonna use this either. Bastion of Lion's Hearts. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Chainmail of Camaraderie. Maybe. Armor of Dispersion. Each time enemy confirms a critical hit against the wearer, the enemy is affected by the equivalent dispel magic. Alright, maybe. I should hold on to that just in case. If I run into any enemies that just get a surprising number of crits out of nowhere. Got a spare +2 ring. Selling this amulet, I'm never going to use that. Amulet of Agile Fist. I doubt I'll ever use that. Right. So, let's see. +2, +2, +2, +4, +4. Yeah, there's no point to getting this right now. Alright. Yeah, that's it. Let's see, what do you sell now? Alright. Let's see. I don't need exotic weapons. I think I got just about everything that I want for this selection. So, the best selling goods right now are the magicianal, mystical spell thingies. Noted, seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. Alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, what can you do? There's a war raging here, so I'll have no shortage of customers. If you don't buy anything, then your enemies will. True. Unless I kill them. In which case I'll be your only customer. It's a little bit of a disturbing way to look at things though. Alright. Let's see. Any chance I can go there? Nope. Right, so here's what I'm gonna do. There's a demon around close to this spot here. Oh, there's a demon close to there too. Foot soldiers. Alright, so I'll recruit some more soldiers. Footmen, you're hired. Alright. You can stay there. Yeah. Right. Let's travel onward. Enjoy some random encounter that's not really a challenge. At least I hope it's not.
Save the last one for me.
Yeah, I've dealt with these before. Go after this thing first. This. Alright. And they have nothing on them. Grand. Crimson dust. Even the withered grass of the whirlwind doesn't grow here. The heat bleached the rocks and made the dead trees shrivel. The only moisture to quench the thirst of this wasteland is the blood of mortals, as indicated by the scattered bones and scraps of rotting flesh. It is more than plentiful here. Ugh. Oh, come on. So, Molten Scar. Scout out the ravine. Steve Dresden or send a scouting party. I mean, I'm right here.
You think you're better than me because you're from a noble line. You were raised in captivity. But I grew up free, able to do what I wanted.
Oh yes, you were able to sleep on cold rock, and now you fancied a change to this one. I, on the other hand, sadly had to endure sleeping on a bed the size of your entire encampment. I must say, your undisguised envy is really quite charming.
Okay. You are surrounded by a lonely, empty landscape. In front of you, a solitary figure stares into a fire. The flames illuminate his ghostly form, but his features are concealed beneath a mask. You hear a muffled wail of the wind in the distance, like a child crying for its mother. Well, would you look at that? An adventurer has arrived. The figure's face is hidden behind the mask, but he sounds friendly, although you detect a note of sadness in his voice. When he speaks again, however, his tone is cold and emotionless, as if reciting a text he memorized long ago. You are searching for ancient knowledge, but the path to the heart of mystery can only be revealed by the one most worthy. However, all it takes are a few small steps to set you on this path to discovery. So put yourself to the test. Answer my questions with the knowledge you possess, and prove that you are worthy of possessing far greater knowledge. Who are you? It does not matter. I am not the answer. I am not the question. I am simply the one who asks the question. Okay then. What questions do you wish to ask me, and why? This is a test. Anyone who wishes to learn the secrets of creation must first prove their thirst for knowledge. You will be rewarded if you answer correctly, but do not be afraid to give a wrong answer. These questions are simply one of many tests. I will show you the way to the others. That is my duty. It is why I am here. What is the heart of mystery? It is a hidden sanctuary of knowledge, where the secrets of creation will be revealed to the one most worthy. The masked figure's voice is flat and lifeless. The heart of mystery will only open to the one most worthy. Secret knowledge must be earned. Will you walk this path to the end? Will you become the first among many? Ask me a question, and I will answer. The first question is not intended to be difficult. The ghostly figure gestures with his hand, and a leaf appears. He holds it out to you, and you notice that it is almost as big as the palm of his hand. The leaf appears fresh and vibrant. Tell me, to which tree does this leaf belong? Failed. This strange and unusual leaf is unlike anything you have ever seen. Yeah, I wasn't passing this. No, with a 4. I don't know. Knowledge is the reward you seek, but ignorance is a reason not to seek the reward. You are unable to answer my riddle, but I will show you how to reach the core of the riddle. Solve its puzzle, and it will take you one step closer to the knowledge you desire. A strange, melodious sound fills the air. The ghost stands up hastily. I've been released. The demonic spell is gone. The ghost's voice has changed. His tone is no longer cold and emotionless. Listen to me, adventurer. I am a dead man forced to keep an eternal watch. I am a spirit bound by a spell. Magic forces me to say all this nonsense about knowledge and rewards, and it also prevents me from telling you who condemned me to this fate, or what happens within the heart of mystery. However, there are other things that I can tell you. You'll have to hurry, though. I only have time to answer a single question before the spell sends me back to the Oblivion. Let's see. Who are you? How did you die? How long have you been bound to the heart of mystery? Is there anything I can do to help you? Why would anyone go to all the trouble to find the one most worthy? What's the point of all these puzzles and riddles? I can't answer that question. I am forced to be a part of this, but I do not know the purpose of my enslavement. The power that binds me also wants adventurers to solve riddles. That is all I know. I am supposed to tell adventurers that my questions are a test to see if they are worthy. In reality, however, they are nothing more than bait. They are meant to lure adventurers to the reward that awaits them in the heart of mystery. The ghost barely manages to finish his sentence. A sudden burst of magical energy surges through his body, and he disappears with a scream. Alright, let me... Not whatever. So I can't go any further. Hold on. Let's deal with this demon. Attack here. Sure. Chuck a rock. Shoot. Okay. Oh god. That's a little much. That's too bad. I think I can get them though. Vanguard. Axe throwers. Let's go after the axe throwers. Six. 10. Alright, they're still up. Go after these axe throwers as well. Shoot them. There. Run up and swing again. Three, 10. Alright. Heal the clerics. Pop the minotaurs. Heal the Hell Knights. Alright. Block. Heal the Hell Knights. No attack. Alright. Much better outcome. As opposed to just losing an entire unit from one attack. Alright, what do we got? The Lord of the Minotaurs had the unholy symbol of Ravagug the Destroyer around his neck. The Crusaders decided to hand the pieces of this dark relic over to the commander. Pieces of the unholy symbol of Ravagug. And what is this? Orc double axe. It's going to be quite a read. What did I just come across? Date oldest to newest. +2 axe. Okay. The unholy symbol of Ravagug the Destroyer became infamous among the people of eastern Sarkoris in the wake of the crimes of humpback Zurga, a bloodthirsty priest. Zurga was born with a body so twisted and broken that the infant's very survival seemed truly miraculous. The diseases and curses afflicting the wretched creature were so strong that no amount of healing magic could undo them. Zerga grew up to become a violent, rancorous man who despised love, friendship, and everything pure and kind. He turned all the hatred he had amassed over the years against the world that had humiliated him and dedicated himself fully to the bloody ways of Gorum. Even his fellow priests considered Zerga to be irredeemably broken and evil, which in turn made him abandon them and turn to Ravagug instead. Dreaming of total annihilation, the triumphant revenge for his suffering, Zerga gathered his own band of rascals, driven together out of fear to commit brutal robberies and murder. The government of Sarkoris sent their militia squads eastwards to bring Zerga and his cohorts to justice, but the disaster struck when the world wound opened and their quest was curtailed. The humpback was among the few madmen who were not afraid of the demonic incursion. He even managed to turn the situation to his advantage by cowing some demon worshippers into submission. Zerga made them forget their former masters by demonstrating his unrivaled malevolent strength, and pursued his own unholy crusade. Even his own allies were not safe from his wrath, and eventually this became his undoing. Humpback Zerga was killed in his sleep by a group of treacherous followers. Legend has it that although they cut his throat precisely at midnight, the sinister brute of a priest continued to spit out profanities and curses until the first light of day. Ew. That's messed up. Okay. Well, that's one more fret down. We gotta take out any other potential threats towards the army. Don't think I can actually travel up this way to deal with this guy. Oh, I guess I can. Probably should have saved. Let's see. Ash Giants, Cultist Fighters, Cultists. Let's take out the Cultists first. Alright. And down. Kill the scouts. Right. Shoot the Ash Giants. Take them down. Next up is the Cultist Fighters. One injury can be healed. Oh, hello, Atrocious. I'm just doing the usual, clearing out demon armies. Let's see, the Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, workers can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to other important tasks. Right. Finance points 200. Awesome. Now I'm going to save. Hold on. What is this? Banner of Conquest. Let's see. That turns yellow if one of my forts gets captured, right? No, that's Banner of Defense. Now it's telling me I need to go take over a demon fort. Where should I even attack? Well, that aside, there's literally another demon army to go after right there. So I might as well. Imagine that would be 0, yeah. Let's just take out the easy one. Let's see. 1 damage, 0, shoot. All in all, this doesn't look like it's going to take long. Smite that one. Alright. Shoot him down. 0, 0. Alright, so you're effectively useless. Shoot down the Earth Elemental. No, it's not useless. We'll do some damage, just not a whole lot. Yeah, just shoot him. Done. No losses. This is the best general ever. Who needs to worry about strategy and stuff when you can just shoot them? Right. Chasing elementals away from their home planes, Crusaders find a huge crystal filled with magical energy. It appears that it was imbued with the elemental force many years ago and convoyed to Dresden, but never arrived. Its guards have perished, and the crystal itself, a powerful vessel of magical essence, has been drawing elemental spirits year after year. 80 energy points. Cool. Alright, I guess I can conquer this fort right here. Let me save before I actually do that, just in case. Pretty sure it's gonna be an easy victory, but you never know. Like, in the off chance I'm wrong. Obviously that does 0 damage. Yeah. I'll blast the cultists. And I'll just have everybody dogpile onto the air elemental right here. Oh, wow, no. Oh, screw that. It's a new plan. Kill the air elemental first. God damn. He just runs up on it. There. Plan B. Run up and fight the fire elementals there. One. Smite, since you're on your own. Right. Let's see here. Fire. Kill the earth elementals. Shoot the fire elementals. I guess you go over and just intercept the cultists. Heal others. Alright. Grant. He's scared. Alright, finish them off. Okay, fine, never mind. Let's see, heal. Heal up the shield bearers, why not? One, 13. Alright. Damages aside, healing him up. Take priority. He's no longer scared. Shoot him down. Put him down. Right, heal others. Heal up the footmen. I don't know why he's scared now, but whatever. 4 shield bearers left. All right. And another encounter with no losses. All right. You love to see. Let's see. The fortress was a sanctuary for spellcasting demonologists. The fire that started during the battle spread to the libraries filled with blasphemous knowledge. The glow of this massive fire lights up the dark expanses for miles around. Ooh, okay. Well, not for nothing, but I should probably go and take out that last demon army. Otherwise, I just rest and then, yep, I lost it. Setsuna's been busy. Oh shit. Retrievers. And what is this in the corner? Dretch. Well, I never fought a retriever in this mode before, so let's kill that first. Shit. I failed to kill it. Come on. Yes! Alright. Oh yeah, dretches are easy. Dretches are easy though. I hope. Oh god damn it. They're easy, they're just annoying. Since most of the army is already going towards the one up top, we're going to blast the one at the bottom. Ugh. There. What does this do? It's just stinking cloud. I can blast my own units. See, there's only 3 units lost. No, 6 units there. How much would the fireball do? Alright, fire can actually kill, so we're gonna heal. Right. No, no, no. God damn it. Wrong one. Oh well. Lousy misclick. Alright. See, heal. The only one who needs healing is the footman. Yeah, there's nothing for him to really do here. Yep, that's it. Alright. A gang of demons hunting runaway slaves was not reckoning on facing the commander's conquering forces. Among the bloody corpses, the Crusaders discovered a dark god-forsaken altar fashioned from the teeth of demons, captured victims in the webs of the monstrous mechanical spider retrievers. The soldiers clamored to burn it, but the more tactically minded officers decided not to rush into anything and passed it on to the commander for examination. Burn it? Altar of the Dark Retrievers. What am I supposed to do with all these dark relics anyway? Barely a soul has ever managed to escape the revenge of the demons. The fiends dispatch their retrievers, the creepy mechanical spiders they created for hunting, to silently track down their enemies, runaway slaves or renegade cultists. As legend has it, the first retriever was made by the demon lord Hagenti, the lord of transformation. Throughout the ages, the first retriever fell under the ownership of different demon masters, but was an impeccable servant to all. The mortal heretic and twice renegade finally put a halt to the first retriever's murderous servitude. The Templar of the Ivory Labyrinth, whose name is unknown, repented of his deeds and left the cult. The first retriever was sent forth on his trail but never returned. Both retriever and prey never fell in the fight. Later, the demons discovered the retriever's remains and cobweb and turned them into an altar. The retriever's ravenous hunger seeped into the altar. Decades later, worshippers took their sacrifices there, the ripped out teeth of all who tried to flee the demon's wrath, but were caught and slain. Ew. Well, that aside, shouldn't have to deal with any more demon attacks anytime soon. Let's see here. So, I can't go further south due to a demon fort in the way, so I guess I gotta go over. Right. I need him to go down south to go deal with this demon army here. Then there's this demon fort right here to deal with. What to do. You gotta buy resources. I got the money for it, so yeah. Buy. Alright. Now I can afford a new general. Because the way things are looking, it looks like I'm gonna need at least 3. Let's see here. No. You. Can I even... What are my options? I'm trapped. Is there a way to refresh my options for generals? Kind of want to make sure I have at least that every general I have at least has that Master of Maneuvers thing by default. Oh, yeah, you just hit it again. Never mind. Alright, this guy, you're hired. Sir Tector Silverhead. Though I don't know how useful he'll be considering every demon army is currently level 4 at the lowest. Who knows? Alright, let me think. Screw it. Let's continue going up. Save. Rest up.
It's so wonderful not to be alone anymore. Esna, Patroness of Travelers, I thank you for bringing our paths together.
Encounter someone on the road. This better be good. Oh, it's the dragon again? Flesh of a true believer is a special... What do you say? The flesh of a true believer is especially delicious. What a pity they have become so rare even among the Crusaders.
No match for me.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. You're a troublesome prey, you're hardly worth it. I'll kill you another time. When you have a little more meat on your bones.
No reason to pause.
A smug, sore loser. At least I think we were winning. Let's go. Sure, I wanted to go down so I could go to the Crimson Dust, but sure. Grimwood it is. Fuck any other logic and reason. Let's see. We got recruits. Okay, sure. Recruit some Hell Knights. Recruit some clerics. And let me see. Right. And archers. Recruit some archers. Where is the army? Down there. Right. Save. Alright. Incubi, shares, and more shares. Alright. Blast the incubi. Shoot the shares. Alright. So, blast these. Sure. Alright. Going after the cleric. Heal self. No, no, no. Alright. Clean sweep. Begging for mercy, one of the imprisoned demons points at an inconspicuous crack in the rock that their unit had been ordered to guard until the arrival of a pack of slaves. Examining the crack, the Crusaders return to the commander and proudly display a handful of shining dust to him. The crevice is home to an adamantine lode. This rare and precious metal will come in useful to the Mendevian army. Materials +5. Oh, daily income. Sweet. Go down. We'll take out this other demon as well. I mean, I guess I'll have him going through all of up here. A lot of these guys aren't particularly the strongest. Let's see, is there anything else I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to go down there. Suppose I Go down that way. All right. Plagued horses. Giant flies, zombies. Okay. Kill the plagued horses. What do? Don't know, don't care, don't want to find out. For the zombies. Oh, come on. Ghouls have a level drain, so I know I don't want to deal with fighting them. Don't know what zombies do yet, but I know these guys are a threat. So let's shoot them down. The way things are looking, I don't actually need to have Setsuna use any more spells. Heal up. Nope. Just go in swinging. So. Took out 5. Heal. Whoop. Alright. One. Alright, let's heal up the footmen that we lost. And finish off these zombies. They were adorable, but that's about it. Alright. Alright. Here, during the First Crusade, the Radiant Sarenrae performed a miracle and granted the Crusaders victory in a battle that was otherwise lost. Years later, during the Second Crusade, the Mendev Knights clashed with the army of the Abyss here once again. They fought to the bitter end, but the miracle never happened again. The carnage was atrocious, and those who fell found no repose and rose again as the undead. Finally, they found peace in the flames of bonfires. The statue of the sun goddess was cleansed of blood and dirt, and from her chest, in trembling hands, the Crusaders removed a sacred golden symbol from her chest, a relic long believed to have been lost. Faultless Daybreak. Of all the doom and gloom relics I've been grabbing, it'd be nice to get one that's actually relatively good. Let's see. In the course of the First Crusade, a group of Sarenrae worshipping healers went to the aid of Galfrey's army. However, in the dark of the night, they were attacked by a gang of demons and demon-worshipping cultists who had edged into their rear. Though unskilled in battle, the clerics and healers fought desperately, repelling one attack after another, but the sides were not evenly matched. No one was left to repel the final attack. All of Sarenrae adepts were wounded. No one was able to raise their sword, so they met the enemy with prayer, and a miracle happened. The morning broke an hour early, and the first rays of dawn expelled the demons into the abyss. The light healed the most terrible wounds of the mortals, and brought the fallen, whether righteous or sinful, back to life. Both the believers and the misguided shed their tears. They fell to their knees as one and prayed to the bright goddess for forgiveness. And forgiveness was granted. Not a single mortal died on that bloody night. The last and the brightest ray of dawn blinded everyone and took the shape of the sacred symbol of Sarenrae. They named the relic the Faultless Daybreak and placed it on the breast of a statue mounted on the site where the miracle had happened. Oh, that's a nice story. It's nice to have a good one after all this doom and gloom. Alright, Fireball. Let's see. 3x3 area. Or I could grab Haste. All units in the army gain +2 speed. Don't know what that does in the game. 3 bonus to attack. +5 bonus to initiative. +3 bonus to reflex saving throws for 1 round. 1 lousy round. then slow. All enemy units. Wait. So these are one and the same. Wait, what is this other stuff? Hospital? Inventory? Alright. Let me think. Bears endurance. Guess if I have to choose between all these spells, I think haste is the way to go. It usually is. Alright. Maybe I should wait before I try to fight that on. And save and go in anyway. Maybe it'll be fine. Or maybe not. Oh! Let's see, cultists, fire elementals. Alright, haste. Let's see here. Blast the earth elementals. Whoa! I thought I was doing good. Shows what I know. Alright, load. They can one shot. Should be fine. Nope. My main problem is like the best thing I got going for Setsuna is the fire spell. So fire elementals just destroy any advantage I would have otherwise had. Let's see if I can take over this this fort though. That should be fine. Yeah. Wow. It's a lot of cultists. Alright, let's go after the incubi first. Scorching Ray deals damage as normal to fire elementals, I believe. No, I hovered the mouse over to it, so like if you look at it, it'll show on the bottom one how many units it can kill. For fire elementals, it says Scorching Ray will deal 0 damage. Like they are just completely immune. Alright, go down. Okay, didn't immediately kill us off. So, that's good. Self-heal. Move up. Move up. Alright. Scorching Ray, the incubi. 14 of the units are dead. Right. Attack some cultists. And there it is. Alright, so I cannot fight them either. Alright. At least now with the numbers I currently have. You need reinforcements. Yup. Army size is just too small. So we're gonna have to go on back. What am I gonna do? Can't move, can't move, can't move. Alright. Well, enough with them. Let's move on to Grimwood. Deal with this dragon that keeps attacking and running away. Oh, right. I also gotta deal with this. Orders to Arabeth. Been appointed squad commander in the Vanguard. What else was there supposed to be? Vagrants. Yeah, sure. A crowd of the destitute, the sick, and the feeble-minded has arrived in Dresden, and they are asking to be admitted. Their lives are rough. They have no place where they belong, and they wish to die as heroes at the very least. But the Crusaders do not wish to fight side by side with these vagrants either. Jeez. See, this is not available since I didn't choose the path of the angel. Accept them into the army, give them work on the home front, send them to Mendev, set up a hospital. 100 conscripts are recruited, reduces Crusader morale. Material points improves, but Crusade morale is reduced. Send them to Mendev, decision without consequences. Set up a hospital. Crusader morale increases by 1, material points increases by 5. Yeah, okay. Set up a hospital. Arushale set up a hospital for the poor souls in Dresden. The healers care for the sick and they help the supply units in gratitude. Right, there. What else I got? Rank up. Forming a staff council, strengthening diplomatic solution. Forming military council. A military or a council of officers seasoned in the art of war will help the commander to implement new tactics and diversify his army's ranks with more skilled units. Issue decree. I need that. Logistics Council. The success of military action depends on a regular supply of everything troops need and the judicious distribution of resources. The Logistic Council, made up of experienced officers, will ensure there is no chaos in the army while the commander's attention is focused on the front line. Sure, issue decree. And then what else we got? Forming staff council. Requires leadership. Alright, we'll hold off on that. Strengthening diplomatic connections. Financing a crusade is a costly process, and the Diplomatic Council has come up with a new trick to preserve the friendship of countries and nobility. Sponsoring the commander's army. Sure, issue decree. Alright, fine, I guess I'll do this. One can command a small unit alone, but to manage an army one needs a staff council. Surrounded by experienced advisors, the commander will be able to make decisions affecting the life and morale of the entire army. Alright, issue decree. Man, look at all these different decrees I'm supposed to try to focus around. Dayron is asking for advice. Arabeth wants to talk. Anivia wants to talk. Envoy from Elysium. Oh man. Guess I'm going to have to go back eventually, but that'll be that can happen after the dragon hunt. Dragon dies now. Then let's worry about the other stuff. Who goes? Before we go any further,
What's on your mind? I wonder.
let's do all the obvious buffs. Before that, fire resistance. Is there any other buff to concern myself with? Sonic. Right. Enlarge person on him. Is there anything else? Yeah. Okay. Use bull strength on Windwog. And anything else? Yeah. Delay poison, just in case someone has that. And is that everything? Yeah, these buffs only last for the round, so I'll wait before I cast those. And this lasts for an hour. Or several hours. Bless.
Please, allow me.
Sure. Right. I think that's everything I can have for cast right now. Alright.
All this waiting bores me.
Indeed. Alright. Let's go. Let's take a look around and find a suitable place for an ambush. Alright. This is the place. Let's set up an ambush here. You're the expert. Alright. Greyborn meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostrils. Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here tonight, or overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. I do know there are some mean, angry dragons around. Some of them even eat the small, nice ones, or so I heard. Anyway, I will fight like a beast, and I'll even growl like one too. This wicked old dragon won't eat me. Alright. How do you plan to lure the dragon here? We will act like a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for wild game and to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, and then we'll hang the carcasses up on hooks to clean and gut them. When the dragon catches the scent of blood and sees the fires, she'll think we're inexperienced nobodies. After all, no skilled hunting party would draw so much attention to themselves. Easy prey, you see. Then, when she swoops down upon us, we'll pounce on her instead. Let's get started. The dwarf nods his head or nods his approval. He is calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is going to be a fine ambush. I can see her, Commander. Get ready to fight. Sound the alarm. Ah, all those buffs were wasted. So we still have delay poison up for a few minutes.
You can trust me.
Yep. Alright. We'll make do with what we got. Alright.
Die! Simply business. Let's move already.
Summon a mastodon. Oh, no. We'll wait till we get the attack.
Make this quick.
Try to pierce through the scales. If the wound is deep enough, we'll be able to track the blood, track her down. Whoa! What an intriguing smell you have, little hunters. Has no one warned you that there's a hungry dragon roaming around these parts?
The plan went awry. Damn.
Why am I so weak?
You can still pre-buff, yeah. The problem I have now is everybody's too scared to go back and fight. This did not go as planned. Load. Okay. So, one, I can't use the buffs right away. Let's see. Gotta focus a little better on how to pre-buff. Well, why not a dragon? Alright, let's see here. Guess I'll ask this question while I can. What is that stench? It's frog's eye. Some herb from Magnamar, used as seasoning by the Varisians. I'm not sure they can even eat anything without it. The heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air, where the wind will carry it far and wide. The dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Dragons have a heightened sense of smell, and their sense of taste is even more discerning. The beast won't be able to resist the chance to try some strange new kind of meat. That's awful. I don't want to hear any more stories about dragons eating people. It's sad and just wrong. Oh. Let's get started. This will be a fine ambush now. Let's see.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Good for you. First things up. Buff.
A bright future awaits us.
Use Divine Weapon Bond.
You know what you're doing. Good.
You can trust me.
No doubt. Resist fire. And cast Bless.
Please, allow me.
Let's see. Cast Hunter's Hurricane Bow. Cast Aspect of Bear.
I will help where I can.
What else we got? Sorry, got the Divine Weapon Bond up.
I'll watch your back.
Cast. Who's this? Sonic. Cast. I don't really know what else to cast here. Resist acid. And delay poison. Did I cast Bless? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let me think. And enlarge person. Alright. See. Summon on. This time we're gonna try to go all out with it. Summon Undead.
No one stands in my way.
Summon a Mastodon. Well, you know what? Before you summon Mastodon, use an Instrument of Freedom on Windwog and on Rushale and on Greybor. Greybor. Alright, let's go. Good. Keep that mindset. Summon a Mastodon. Alright, you summoned a Mastodon. Good. Now summon the Azada. Alright, summoned an Azada. Good. What else can I summon? Heroic Resolve. Alright, no one's done any real damage to it. Seala's taking her sweet time. Oh my god! Move! Oh, they were all stuck on the same little rock. Grand. That did not go as planned. I know there's something I could do. There's gotta be something I'm overlooking. Alright. Spells. Challenge Evil doesn't help because it blasts me with magic too quick. When does anything go as planned against the dragon? Well... I suppose when you plan for what the dragon can do. Let's see, I already have Resist Energy Communal. Oh, I guess I can stack it with Protection from Energy. Maybe you're overlooking Remove Fear. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I was so focused on having healing magic. It's like it's kind of redundant to focus on stacking up on Cure Wounds. Alright, so we'll have some Remove Fear. I already got Resistance. Yeah, Protection from Energy Communal. We'll stack it on top of it. That should be able to help us against the fire. Alright. What do you have? I guess I could have her use Veil of Positive Energy. +2 to AC and saves. Both of these bonuses apply only against creatures. Oh. Undead. Guess that's useless. What about Veil of Heaven? Outsiders. Well, the dragon's not an outsider. So that these don't help. Okay. Oh yeah. Here we go. I should be immune to fear, magical or otherwise. Fucking hell. This should help me deal. So this will make me immune to the fear effect. Then stacking protection and resist energy should be enough to keep me from dying to the dragon breath. Let's have 2 protection from energies, just in case. Alright. Take a rest. Oh, fuck me. If I rest now, then I'm going to have a level of corruption. Right, screw it. Amplify resistance. All units in the target army. Yeah, I'll do that later. Teleport. No, I can't teleport nowhere. Alright, I guess just go back to wherever I can. One day, 5 hours. Have to go back, remove all the corruption, and then make a straight dash for Grimwood.
Let's make this quick.
Indeed. Not even gonna aim. These guys are good enough to deal with. Yeah. Nothing to it. Let's move on. This time I'm going to be properly geared out to deal with this dragon. I really hope there's nothing I'm forgetting.
Time to work.
What is it, just giants?
Victory is worth the pain.
Alright.
I can. It's all just talk. No one will ever want to live side by side with a demon. Even if by some miracle you don't go back to your own kind with your tail between your legs and you keep hanging about with mortals, they'll never accept you. No one will ever want to live side by side with a demon.
I hope I can earn the trust of mortals. I will try hard.
And surprise demon army is attacking. Can't get there in time. How about you? Let's find out. $19. Enemy army has reached you and now attacks. Go for it. random low-level army tried to attack and got dealt with handily. I'm surprised he spawned so close to the goddamn base though. Alright, that aside, let's head on back. Unless I can purify the corruption over in the... No, I better not. That sounds like it's gonna just be another quest line. Alright, rest up. Why won't you grow out your hair? You look like a page boy now. Long hair would be much more attractive. I do not want to be more attractive. I want to learn who I really am. A page boy? Huh? Oh, come on. It's the main reason I wanted to avoid that. Let's see. A Kelid in a well-worn travel robe with a deep hood offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part in the Crusade struggle. Who are you? The visitor's quiet words sound like the rustling of pages, dry and impersonal. My name is Velg, and I am a Kelid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkorian clans. The bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family. When the world wound opened, my ancestors fled Sarkoris. But they did not forget their homeland. Even before the Crusades began, my great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished, as they all did. My great-grandfather and his eldest sons joined the First Crusade. My grandfather joined the Second. Our family's warriors have fought in every crusade, and that is why our bloodline is now extinct. They say this crusade will be the last, and so I've come, alone, for there is no one else. Alas, I'm no warrior, but I still wish to be of use to you. How do you plan to help me? His words, devoid of color and emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years, I have been gathering documents on Sarkoris. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan. The clan was beset by demons, as its members has dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the world wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbors, and so the Blackwaters were destroyed. But the fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is that, thanks to certain ancient maps, I have been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings, and if you happen to find a weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose. What kind of a weapon was the Blackwater clan working on? My thoughts on this matter are pure speculation. Perhaps it was a blade that could cut down even a demon lord, or an ancient or an artifact that could call upon an endless host of spirits, or a circlet that could reverse the flow of time, or erase the planar invaders from reality. The Blackwater clan operated in secrecy to protect their work from spies, unfortunately an ever-present concern, and to avoid drawing the demon's attention before the time was right. You have an odd way of speaking. His pale, expressionless face twists into a pure approximation of an apologetic smile. I am a scholar. I know how to speak through manuscripts, and prefer to express my thoughts using my quill instead of my tongue. Social interaction is not my area of expertise, so I ask for your understanding when it comes to my rather rudimentary communication skills. Execute this wretch. What the fuck, man? Thank you, I'll put this information to good use. He bows deeply. It pleases me to be of use to you. Commander, Anivia greets you with a slight nod. I have some information for you. Though what I found out is mostly innocent, it might be cause for concern. Concern? What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things, though it's against regulations. We let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble, and that's usually the case. But recently, my people have noticed Social among them, and the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my know out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. But this time, it's about someone you trust with your life. So maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip-off from a friend. You're better off not meddling in the personal affairs of others, as am I. Right. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Right. Dayron is in high spirits. He is practically vibrating with the energy, and a smile flashes across his face now and again. So, Lewis, how goes your commandering? Is our crusade more heroic today than it was yesterday? What's made you so happy? Dresden, and the amazing unparalleled opportunity it has opened up for me. The opportunity to take a bath. Military camps and journeys to the abyss have their charm, I'll give them that. But the price I must pay for it is so high that returning to this stone labyrinth masquerading as a city seems to like the sweetest gift. See, he has a gambling problem. Socio is just as dark as you. No. Socio has... when I saw Socio, I knew he was evil the moment I saw him. He looks the part of being too good. The option to kill him's gonna happen. Watch. He's gonna try to do something evil, and then I'll be justified for it. And I'll just be able to tell you all, I told you I was going to kill him. But I gotta wait for him to slip up just enough. While trying to stay good myself. That's the real part. That's the real trick. Right. Our crusade? You weren't exactly thrilled to join the Crusaders. Of course I wasn't thrilled. But in unfavorable circumstances, a man cannot allow himself to wallow in gloom and despondency. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation and change his circumstances as much as possible. I, for instance, am certain that I'd be able to throw a rip-roaring party even in the crater of an erupting volcano, with my hands tied behind my back. So what brings you to me? Oh, it's just a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the Crusade cause. It seemed a smart decision to me, because what's good for the Crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly. I did have to give the revenue from my estates a good shake-up, send a few couriers scurrying about, and commission several orders with master craftsmen, but it seems to have worked out rather well. Please take them. Items received. Ring of Procrastinator. Oh my god, that name. Wand of Cure Critical Wounds. And 2 Scrolls of Resurrection. You finally proved useful at least. I don't want your charity taken away. Thank you, these will come in handy. Excellent. I was happy to contribute. Good day to you, Commander. And more? Early sunset. Otherworldly is the word that describes the stranger's face best. Everything about him indicates that he has arrived from another plane. He bows before you with grace and dignity. So that's what you look like, troublemaker. The whole plane of Elysium seems to be talking about you. Your power resounds through space like a bell. I hurried to the call so I could advise you and help you avoid any missteps. Boring, yawns Ivu. Wisdom is often tiresome. A mortal cannot be expected to wield supernatural power without guidance. So you would do well to take advice from an actual supernatural being. Louis, you may call me Early Sunset. I hope to become your most trusted advisor in all matters great or small. So you're a real Azada then? You came from Elysium? Not precisely. The news of you and your peculiar abilities reached me while I was traveling between planes. So I have not come directly from Elysium. However, I can tell you quite a lot about it if you'd like. How exactly can you help me? I will monitor your abilities, observing how they develop. You have probably discovered by now that they're somewhat chaotic and prone to spontaneous manifestation without your deliberate will. It's not surprising. Azadas and other supernatural beings are created with their powers already a part of them. Yet you received yours as a sudden gift. That gift may be inconvenient and even dangerous for its wielder. I will try to learn more about it and teach you to control it over time. A mentor is essential for such an undertaking. If you really are a good mentor, then you should teach the fun stuff. You know, things like how to make pretty pictures on berry jelly with whipped cream. Ivu licks her lips. Not this boring stuff. Do you know anything about my power? It's unique, no doubt about that. Everything seems to suggest that you're somehow wielding the powers of the mightiest Azatas. Mortals possess many gifts and may reach extraordinary heights in sorcery, but your abilities are on another level entirely. They abide by different rules. If there are any rules at all to speak of. If this is the will of one of the gods of Elysium, I'd like to be the first to discover their intentions. That said, it may well be a careless folly long forgotten by its author, and not a deliberate design. In that case, you will need my help and advice all the more. Okay. Glad to meet you, Early Sunset. The pleasure is mine. The newcomer inclines his head. I'll take up no more of your time. If you wish to talk, I'll be nearby. It will take me some time and observation of you to ascertain how exactly your power manifests itself, and how you must wield it to stop it spiraling out of control. Once I have something useful to tell you, I will inform you without delay. Alright, and we're done here? No, there's still more. Alright, Erebeth. Commander, I have alarming news. Sir Keir seems to be ill. He has stepped back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bright Crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please talk to him. Keir Kobalin is a seasoned Crusader and Paladin, and the leader of the knightly order known as the Ever-Bright Crusaders. He arrived in Dresden on Queen Galfrey's orders to assist the commander of the 5th Crusade. Did they update Erebeth's hair? No. No, they didn't. It just looks different. Oh, wait, no, I think you're right. They did. Wasn't her hair blue before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had blue hair in the first playthrough. Whatever. Alright. It might be time for Sir Keir to step down and hand over the leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He's not a young man anymore. It must be a struggle to keep up with his responsibilities. What do you know about Sir Keir's trouble? Just rumors, Commander. They say it's like his mind is somewhere else all the time. He is anxious, but won't say what happened. Sir Keir is respected. When people see him acting strangely, it breeds uncertainty in the ranks. I will talk to Keir. Alright. Thank you, Commander. This is a necessary step to maintain our fighting ability. Captain Odan. And that portrait. Alright. The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. It was longer at the very least. It was? Huh. I'll have to check the first or second video of my playthrough. It won't be on my Twitch channel, but I did upload everything on my YouTube channel just for video log purposes. Alright, let's see here. The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it is an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odan, and I have been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role. Regil. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about mercy, for our enemies, for our troops and for ourselves. Sela. Well, Commander, your sister Sela is no renowned general, but she's spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful. And Windua. Master, your army needs to change. The Uplanders have already proven that their methods of warfare are lacking, and their fastidiousness leads to unnecessary losses. I'll teach them how to cast aside their morals, and destroy the enemy by the most ruthless means available. The first issue on the Military Council's agenda is the Reorganization of Troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted to us were enough to take Dresden, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Canabras and was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Baelor, Khorasmada, is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden. But we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendevian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength, as always, lies in the number and the fervor of the volunteers joining the Crusades. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder. We'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and most capable will join the Crusaders. The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. An ominous smile spreads across Windowalk's face. I've noticed that not all Uplanders are equal. While some eat and drink all they like, others sit in stone cells for gongs on end, feeding on refuse. You call those criminals? They have no rights, so why don't we force them to join our ranks and get ourselves a fresh supply of troops? Captain Odan, what does the Military Council do? The Military Council determines the strategy for our troops, enacts army reforms, approves new equipment standards, and makes decisions on all issues regarding military action on the front lines. Who is this Baelor Khorasmada? The most trusted servant of the demon lord Dascari. Among the historians of the Mendevian Crusades, he's known as the strategist of the World Womb. He's not as renowned as Minago, the conqueror of Dresden, or Hebsamira, the daughter of Baphomet, but he has claimed the most major victories over the forces of Mendev. He's a general and quite possibly one of the best tacticians in the entire Abyss. I've been studying his style of warfare for years. He may seem like an ordinary demon, another typical war taskmaster, but that's a fallacy. Like a beast following a scent, he senses weaknesses in his enemy's defenses and strikes at them, sending soldiers to bring targeted carnage. His uncanny charisma attracts more and more soldiers to him, so he's never short on troops and sacrifices them like pawns whenever he pleases in order to achieve his victories. Khorasmada is the face of the demon host. For many years, I've been gathering research on him, preparing for the day our armies would clash with his once more. I hope my counsel will help you defeat him, but so far, Khorasmada has known no defeats. Right? I have a question for my advisors. We're ready to answer any questions you may have, Commander. Sela, have you ever commanded an army before? Not on a scale like this, of course not. But I fought evil, and I know its tricks. Besides, war makes people callous, and it's always useful to have a paladin advisor around to remind you at a critical moment what we're actually fighting for, right? Regil, why do you wish to sit on the military council? I have command experience, and I intend to impart to the Crusaders at least a modicum of the discipline and rigidity of the Hell Knights. The quality of the Mendevian staff currently available to you leaves much to be desired. Regil glances at the wincing Captain Odan. That much is certain. Right? Winduog, you want to command my troops. Winduog raises her head proudly, and why not? I used to lead our tribe's hunters through the most dangerous caves, and we always returned with spoils. I know how to win, how to think ahead, how to be merciless, and I'll certainly be a better advisor to you than this uplander. Her casual nod in Captain Odan's direction makes him frown with displeasure. Alright. Who are you, Captain Odan? Captain Odan bows ceremoniously. I've served on the front lines of the Mendevian army for over 25 years, and in that time I've gained a wealth of combat experience. His voice sounds calm, but his face darkens at the mention of a wealth of combat experience. I'm considered one of the foremost experts on tactics and strategy in Queen Galfrey's officer court. Alright. I've spent my whole life studying the craft of warfare, and I'm familiar with the thoughts of all prominent military leaders of the last 5 centuries. Furthermore, I wholeheartedly believe in the traditions of Mendev's military art, and will gladly share my knowledge with you, Commander. Alright, I have no more questions. We're glad to be of service, Commander. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Sela, do we really need only the bravest and most capable in our infantry? Or for our infantry? I mean, we can't send untrained rookies to a slaughter. We have the right to command only those who are ready for battle, those who can defeat the enemy. We must find out who has the skill and the guts. Contests are perfect for that. And a little excitement for our warriors couldn't hurt either. We won't get that many winners, but their strength will come from their prowess, not their numbers. Your proposal would leave us with an infantry full of selfish risk-takers dreaming of glory and valor. That is bad material for a soldier. The infantry's role is to be a shield for the archers and mages. All they're required to do is follow orders and hold the line, unto victory or death. Ambitious loners cherry-picked through contests of skill are not fit to perform this duty. Regil, why do you insist on shield bearers? The infantry is a meat shield intended to catch the blade of the imposing army in its flesh. The shield must be reliable. That is all that is required of it. That is why I would like to see well-armored shield bearers as our foot soldiers. We must have the option of pitting ranks of footmen against the tide of rampaging demons, knowing for certainty that they will not scatter or die until they have completed their task. Winduagi, is it wise to rely on scoundrels and criminals? I don't plan to rely on them. I plan to rely on the chain of archers who will follow them, and shoot anyone who dares to run. The foot soldiers will have no choice but to fight, and those hardened criminals know how to fight for their lives. It's true, they won't charge into battle shouting your name, Master, but their upkeep will cost us a pittance. They'll serve their purpose as a meat shield, and no one will shed any tears over their demise. Since they wronged the tribe, let them atone for their deeds with blood. Besides, other uplanders also have prisons filled with criminals, don't they? We can borrow them. Our neighbors will be only too happy to have fewer mouths to feed. This is like some wicked parody of redemption. Giving them a chance to turn over a new leaf is one thing, but herding them to their deaths with bows trained on their backs? This is not what the Crusade should be. Captain Odan, you just want to gather up some recruits from Mendev? Yes. Institute a draft, and try to amass as many new soldiers from Mendev and other lands as we can. We've always drawn our strength from our zeal and our determination to oppose evil. If we start holding contests or selections, we'll turn a holy crusade into a job for the chosen few and scare away future volunteers. If we try changing our tried and true tactics, we'll lose valuable time. And our army is in need of fresh blood right now. The shield those misfit losers are going to form will be flimsy as shit. We'd better support it with a line of crossbowmen at the rear who won't let them take off at the first sign of trouble. Everything is clear to me now. Your advisors nod respectfully in response to your words. Alright. From what I gather, you have a choice of new units to select. Oh, yeah. I think Regils is just going to have me get more shield bearers, and I already know I don't like them. Let's see, the main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for shield bearers, staunch defensive infantry. All footmen are promoted to shield bearers. Okay. See, hold a contest for most proficient warriors. Main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for champions. Powerful shock infantry. All footmen are promoted to champions. Evil. The main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for convicts. Cheap and numerous infantry with good fighting skills but low morale. All footmen are promoted to convicts. And last is, let's see, conscripts. Poorly trained but cheap and numerous infantry. Ah, man. The footmen were doing pretty good before, so. Conscripts and convicts sound pretty bad to me. I would have gone for shield bearers if I didn't already see that they're pretty weak. So I'll go for the champions. We'll hold the contest and select the most proficient warriors. A cheeky smile blossoms on Sila's face. You know, I think I might hit the arena once or twice myself to test the rookies. It'll be a nice warm-up. Champions, man. Right? Let's see. It's literally by like process of elimination. Like the conscripts and convicts just sound like they would not do well. And the shield bearers have shown they don't do well. Alright, let's see. Captain Odan salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I will assemble the military council to discuss new decisions. Let's see. Dorgalinda Stranglehold. Hail, Commander. A middle-aged dwarf, who has clearly seen some combat, salutes you with one barely moving, bone-dry hand. On her face are huge scarred claw marks. A black eye patch covers one eye, but she is watching you with the other intently and somber. Dorgalinda Stranglehold, Chair of the Logistics Council, at your service. We've got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. Let's see. I hope I won't get in anyone's way if I join you. Arushale looks around with visible worry. I think I could give some good advice here, if you don't mind, of course. And Wendell, I will definitely prove... Man, she just wants to be everywhere, huh? Alright. I will definitely prove useful to this council. I know more about survival than all of the Uplanders combined. I will teach your soldiers how to procure whatever they need, even in a place as unforgiving as the world won't. But most importantly, I can tell you how to use what you have wisely. Everything is always in short supply in the caves, so Nephers are experts at conserving resources. Let's see. Dorgalinda. Let's see. Or is it Dorge? Dorgelinda? Yeah, probably that. Alright, I won't lie to you. Our logistics is a mess. Our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we do have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem. There's also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with stylish plumage, or a fancy blade from Neocean. Meanwhile, that means that ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives, hammer and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. The question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? These scoundrels must be replaced with decent, honorable people. Selfless souls who have proven that they put their comrades' lives above all else, especially their own wealth. Surely that's who will take the best care of our soldiers. I've seen the people who are in charge of gear in our mercenary units. Those are razor-sharp fighters. They're gritty, tight-fisted, and hard-boiled, unlike our dolts. If we convince them to work for us instead, they'll put things in order here, and they might help us come to an understanding with other mercenaries if need be. My suggestion is to call some experienced, well-connected supply officers from Neocean. Let them leave their cushy jobs in Mendev and work up a sweat for the good of the Crusade. I already have an advisor from Neocean, so I don't want to give them too much, so I'd already say no to her anyway. Dorgalinda, what are this council's responsibilities? The Logistics Council deals with all matters relating to supplying the army. Most issues will be trivial and undeserving of your attention. However, from time to time, serious decisions will need to be made, and that's when I'll convene the council. Alright. I have questions for the council. As you wish. Arushale, what are you doing on this council? You think I shouldn't have joined? Arushale looks away sheepishly. It's just, well, I spent a lot of time studying how armies work, both Crusader and demonic. When I was spying, I think my advice might be useful, or at least, I hope it will be. But if I'm a bother, I'll leave, of course. Wendell, how can you be of use to this council? Who knows more about survival than us Nephers? I know what to do, and how to win, when everything is scarce. You Uplanders have been spoiled by abundance. You have no idea what treasures you have at your disposal, right at your fingertips. I will teach the Crusaders how to use what they have, and how to find what they don't. Linda, why were you assigned to head this council? Over my years of doing quartermaster duty, I've managed to develop a bit of a reputation for myself. The units I'm responsible for are always properly equipped, armed, and fed. Thieves, scatterbrains, and reprobates promptly get the boot. Bureaucrats who never seem to have anything miraculously find everything they need after meeting with me. In short, don't you worry, Commander. I'm right where I belong. Right? I understand. Let's get back to the pressing issue. Let's discuss our options in more detail. Yes, Commander. Arushale, what are you suggesting? A quartermaster's job is to care for the well-being of the soldiers they're equipping for battle. That means the best people to appoint to those positions are people who really care. Those who will keep their fighters warm, fed, and properly armed. Maybe they won't have the most experience, but that's all right. It's easier to teach someone numbers and how to run a warehouse than it is to instill a conscience in them. And those soft-hearted fools will immediately squander everything we have. No, the one who watches the goods must be stingy, angry, and suspicious, or they'll be swindled by every passing scoundrel. That's a good argument. Windog, what would you advise? Take into your ranks whoever is responsible for managing supplies among the mercenaries. The crabbiest and most miserly individuals you can find. They can guard our goods. We're short on everything not because we have too little, but because we have too much, and we're giving it away whenever someone comes to whine. Gear must be expended carefully and sparingly. Such charity is unheard of among mercenaries. The way they see it, every warrior must be able to take care of their needs first before relying on the help of their unit. You'll see, once you stop wiping your fighters' noses, they'll quickly learn to fend for themselves, and they'll become fiercer and deadlier than before. Dorgalinda, what is your opinion? There are some great workers in Mendev who have been sitting at home for way too long. Let the Queen send them to us, instead of counting buttons for the frock coats of Nerocean's royal guard. Let them sort out our supplies, and they'll already have connections in Nerocean. They could easily have army property decommissioned and later sold to private buyers for next to nothing. And those buyers will just happen to be the same mercenaries we're negotiating with. George Linda makes a face. Connections are all too important, as you well know. Everything is clear to me now. And what's our move? Alright, if we go for our chalet, all trainable units gain ready for anything feat. Windwalks is all mercenary units gain only the essentials feat. Orange Linda, all mercenary units gain the equipment from the state. I really don't like the idea of having... I already have an advisor that's from Nerocean. I don't want our quartermasters to be from there too. It's like putting all my eggs in one basket. I guess I'll go with Farushale's thing. Sounds the most moral, I guess. All trainable units gain the ready for anything feat. Arushale will choose the most honest and responsible people for the job. They'll make sure the soldiers are ready for whatever trouble the enemy might have in store for them. After all, other people's lives depend on their work. How could they neglect such a responsibility? Then it's decided. No matter what our new quartermasters are like, there's no possible way they can be worse than what we have now. The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up, I'll call the council right away. Alright, and that's everything? Oh my god, no. Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Avestan have considered taking a more active supporting role in the Crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavor, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Neocean has already chosen which of them is to be favored, Isgar. We've been building an alliance with that nation for a long time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Isgar as with an official offer to support you. And Socio. Last Wall is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them. The Shining Crusade. And what say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party? The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who'll draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Neocean will be ecstatic to have such allies like these. And I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. Let's see. Why does Neocean decide whose help I should accept? Because you are, with all due respect, one of Her Majesty's subjects. There we go. Lady Konomi's voice grows sterner, but after a moment subsides into a more confiding tone. And because it took great effort for Mendev's diplomatic corps to win Isgar over and ensure you would receive their help. Are you confident that the allies you choose yourself will be as reliable? We can't call everyone for help? I wish we could, but we can't. The Chilaxians and their colonies can't stand the Andorans. Multhun is at war with Nirmathas. Nidal and Lastwall are at daggers drawn. And all of them envy the wealth of Absalom, protest against the godlessness of Druma, and fear the revolutionary plague of Galt. They can tolerate each other in small doses, but an official letter from the commander summoning one of the nations to assist the crusade will lead to, shall we say, an eruption of toxic volcanoes across half the courts of Avestan. So I'm afraid you'll have to choose which of your allies is most desirable to you. Let's see what the council has to say. Lady Konomi's voice turned silken and somewhat condescending. Commander, we both realize that Mendev's political interests lie beyond the competence of this council. The decision has already been made in the capital. Neocean has shown courtesy and concern for your authority by allowing you to implement the decision yourself. You are dangerously close to making me angry. Lady Konomi looks at you fearlessly, and you are dangerously close to ruining the carefully arranged political scheme that will allow Mendev to strengthen its relationship with one of the most influential states in Avestan. I believe your tactics are far riskier than mine. I trust my own counsel more than the Royal Council. Let's see. Yeah, wait. Flex. Sorceress. Alright, so this is... Alright. I trust my own counsel more than the Royal Council. Indeed. What could Her Majesty's most loyal servants possibly know about diplomacy? Let us listen to the council. Socio, why do you suggest we accept Lastwall's aid? Alright. The Shining Crusade of Lastwall and Mendev have much in common. We protect Galarian from demons. They fight the undead and the legacy of Tar-Baphon, the Whispering Tyrant. Like us, Last Folk are used to eternal war. They are persistent, vigilant, and know how to oppose baleful magic. Their swords will aid us on the front lines, and the watchful eye of their inquisitors will do us much good on the home front, where the spies of the labyrinth roam. Tar-Baphon was a powerful wizard king who ruled central Avestan at the end of the 9th century. Killed by the god Aradin himself, he rose as the lich known as the Whispering Tyrant, and ruled the country of Ustalav for centuries. He was finally defeated by the Shining Crusade in 3827 and imprisoned within his capital of Galuspire. Alright. Dayrin, what benefit do the Sword Lords offer us? A whole slew of benefits. We'll see some fresh blood in this war. Poke the oh-so-formal Neurosian with a stick. Recruit excellent fighters, proud as peacocks, just begging for a chance to prove themselves. And besides, this alliance can be easily arranged. Dayrin smiles wistfully. I used to take private fencing lessons from a certain sword lord of high standing. Fencing didn't work out, but her lesson was gorgeous. Dayrin, isn't that going a little far? We can't make decisions of such importance just because you had an affair with a Brevin. Lady Konomi, what sort of help can we expect from Isgar? Isgar is a nation locked in a constant territorial struggle with goblin tribes. Countless battles have tempered their army, taught them not to fear losses, and granted experience in both the military craft and the cultivation of untamed lands. Their formidable combat sorcerers would be of great use to Dresden. Would you not agree? There is, however, another reason to pursue an alliance with them. Isgar is a protectorate of Chiliacs, and with such a mighty patron at their back, they have no shortage of resources or troops. By establishing friendly relations with Isgar, we can strengthen our ties with a powerful neighbor in the south. The value of such an alliance is indisputable. Lady Konomi, I do not doubt that only your innate modesty forbids you from mentioning the innumerable bribes received by Neurosian diplomats for facilitating this alliance. I imagine Chiliax was most generous. However, among the funds that make their way into our army's coffers, I could not spot a single coin of Chilaxian mintage. So, why should we help you? I've made my decision. It is my hope that your decision won't disappoint the Royal Council. Wait, didn't we already see what they had to say? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what does this give us? Inquisitors. Oh, fuck that. Let's see, Darren's Duelists. And Sorcerers. If I remember right, my brother was really constantly harping on bugging me about unlocking the Sorcerers yet. So I guess this is what he meant. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go with that. Lady Konami, I'm willing to accept Asgar's aid. Let's see. Commander's headquarters. Yep. Your wisdom never fails you. Neocean will be pleased to know you're not squandering allies, whom they have taken such pains to attract. The battle sorcerers of Isgar, hardened in the clashes with goblins, will serve you well. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. When matters of foreign or domestic politics once again require your attention, I will convene the Diplomatic Council. Captain Harmattan. Hail, Commander. Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Garundai stands at attention. What's a Garundai? Whatever. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it. The crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly identifying him as an Oread. Oh. Alright. Captain Harmattan, chair of your staff council by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too. Sela salutes briskly. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. Rachel. Drawing on my experience as a paralictor, my advice is to maintain calculated moderation in every regard, be it an incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. I am doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you are doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here's an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale. All of these can easily be bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with the victory, and they are not keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabras wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates, raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies that appreciate them. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They'll tell the soldiers that the danger has not yet passed and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the whole world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. I think you're gonna need to do more than say please. Man, paladins. Alright. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have no right to subvert military discipline. That kind of attitude is tantamount to treason. regardless of who expresses it. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and administer harsh punishment to make an example of them. This problem is quite simply solved with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely, then they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Tell me, Captain, what does the Staff Council do? In short, we make sure that whenever orders are given, they are executed properly. Our job is to keep the soldiers' morale high, so they always follow their officers' commands without question. As for the officers themselves, we look out for any unseemly or incompetent types who subvert the troops' trust. All right? I have questions for the Council. Understood, Commander. Ask away. Sela, what do you bring to the Council? It's pretty self-explanatory. We're not fighting for a sawmill here. This is a crusade against the abyss. When you're up against demons, you bring a paladin. It's a rule that's tried and very much true. Regil, what kind of help can I expect to get from you on this council? I have extensive experience being in command, as a Hell Knight, I possess a firmness that some of your other officers may be lacking. The essence of my counsel is not to spoil your troops, but to maintain their discipline strategically. Amidst the chaos of war, a general has to be a beacon of order and purpose for their soldiers. They will be just as grateful to receive rewards or lashes from such a general. And most importantly, they won't even think to disobey your orders. Darren, what are you doing on this council? Mostly, I'm just waiting for it to end. But, since I have little choice, I'll give you some advice on how to charm your subordinates, be they people of importance or simple commoners. I'll tell you the biggest secret straight away. Free money. Straight away free money. Gold has the most miraculous power there is. Captain Harmatan, why did the Queen appoint you to preside over this council? I'd been in the Assyrian infantry for 100 years, fighting for 3 pharaohs. Then, after I joined the Crusaders, I served Her Majesty Galfrey for 2 more decades. I dare to hope that I've gained decent experience over those years. I see. Right. We're glad to serve. Let's discuss our options in further detail. As you command. Sela, what's your plan? The situation is not that dire. Morale is high, and we just won a major victory. So some have let down their guards. We have to call for priests and paladins to get it through to the volunteers that it's still early for celebration. If they leave for their homes today, Dresden will fall again tomorrow, and the day after, the demons will show up on their doorstep. Servants of the gods are indeed the masters of sweet-talking others into dying free of charge, all through pretty words. But when the choice comes down to inspired preaching or homemade pies, 9 of every 10 will look for comfort in their home and at their table. Their incentive needs to be more substantial than wasted breath. Regil, what do you suggest? There is no place in the army for the mindset of playing soldier today than going home tomorrow. These dangerous ideas must be suppressed with the utmost harshness. We'll identify the most vocal rabble-rousers and exact punishment on them as an example to others. They may be volunteers, but they joined the ranks of the Crusaders. We can't abet in their rejection of their responsibilities, or we'll be heading toward complete chaos and therefore defeat. That's a great plan. If you want your soldiers to run back home twice as fast. They came here of their own volition. We must convince them to stay, not terrorize them into fighting. Darren, your opinion, please? Our forces are in good spirits. It's just that the euphoria of victory has gone to a few heads. No one can sober them up quicker than the officers, especially those of lower rank. We'll give our dear oafs, all those sergeants and corporals, a bonus on the sly, then promise to sweeten the deal once they've convinced the volunteers to stay. Perhaps they will do so over a beer mug, or maybe with a broken nose. Why bother solving problems yourself when you can push them off on someone you pay? Your bot loyalty will run out even sooner than your gold. Once soldiers turn into profiteers, instead of following orders, they start appraising them. They'll wonder whether or not it's worth their while to obey their general. I hardly need to explain the effect this will have on discipline. Alright. Captain Harmattan. Or Harmattan. What would you advise? The volunteers believe that they've almost won. Great. Let's not ruin this pretty illusion. Instead, we'll turn it to our advantage. We'll increase rations and pay for the privates, rewarding the most distinguished with commendations and gifts. Who would abandon the victors when they provide you with good food and even better coin? It's naive to expect that the troops won't understand that we would just be trying to appease them. An army cannot stand if it's held together by handouts and desperate promises. We shouldn't lie to our soldiers. If we build up flimsy illusions now, the demons will shatter them later. Those fighting alongside us must recognize the seriousness of the situation instead of celebrating victory when the war has just begun. Thank you. Everything is clear. What are your orders? This is not easy for me. Some morale that I don't fucking have. Alright. What are the choice effects? Glory to the heroes decree. Hunting down mutiny. Bribes for the officers. Distributing provisions. We'll do Sila's one. Glory to the heroes. Sila, mobilize the priests and the paladins to raise awareness. Sure thing. Faith has always helped me in my darkest hours. And it will help our soldiers too. We just need to talk to them from the heart. Thank you, Commander. Should any other difficulties arise that require your attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. All that talk. I just wanted to go to sleep and go back to Grim to fight the damn dragon. Alright. This has gone on for way too long. I am going to bed. I will be on tomorrow. I hope. Yeah, I should be able to get on tomorrow around the same time. Or if not a little early. And until then, take care.